In the vibrant city of Atlanta, Kevin, a determined and ambitious businessman, lived with his loving wife, Emily, and their cheerful 4-year-old son, Ethan. Kevin's life revolved around his career and striving for success. Emily, a kind-hearted and practical woman, kept their household running smoothly. Ethan, with his boundless energy and innocent curiosity, brought joy and laughter to their lives. One summer afternoon, the family embarked on a road trip to Savannah to attend a cousin's birthday party. The trunk of their car carried a carefully chosen gift for the birthday girl, a delicate silver bracelet wrapped in an elegant box, symbolizing their affection. As they drove along the highway, the warm sun glinting off the windshield, Ethan chattered excitedly about the party, the cake, and the games he hoped to play. Their journey took them over a bridge spanning a serene river, and as they neared the bridge, Ethan squealed with delight. "Daddy, look! Watermelons!" he exclaimed, pointing to a small roadside stand where a young girl was selling fresh produce. Kevin smiled at his son's excitement and decided to pull over. "Let's get a watermelon," Kevin said, parking the car. Emily rolled down the window and the family was greeted by the girl's warm smile. She looked about 12 years old, with sun-kissed cheeks and determined eyes. "How much are the watermelons?" Emily asked. $5 each, the girl replied confidently. Emily, ever the savvy negotiator, couldn't resist bargaining. "Would you take $4? She asked with a smile. The girl hesitated but eventually nodded. "For your son, I'll do it," she said softly. The girl selected a large, ripe watermelon and handed it to Ethan, who leaned out the window eagerly. "What's your name?" she asked, chuckling at Ethan's excitement. "Ethan," he said proudly, clutching the watermelon. But before he could get a good grip, the heavy fruit slipped from his hands and smashed onto the ground. The sound of the watermelon splitting was followed by Ethan's wail of distress. "My watermelon!" he cried, tears welling in his big brown eyes. The girl's face softened with empathy. She immediately fetched another watermelon from her cart and handed it to Ethan. "Here you go, little guy," she said gently. "This one's on the house." Emily, feeling a pang of guilt, protested, "Are you sure? We'll pay for this one." The girl shook her head firmly. "No, it's okay. He reminds me of my little brother," she said, her voice tinged with sadness. Emily's curiosity was piqued. "Your brother?" she asked softly. "Where is he?" Tears glistened in the girl's eyes as she replied, "He passed away when he was just 2 years old. He got sick and we couldn't save him. I miss him every single day." Emily's heart ached for the girl. She reached into the back seat and retrieved the silver bracelet they had intended for the birthday party. Holding it out to the girl, she said, "This is for you." The girl's eyes widened in surprise. "I can't accept this," she said. "What would I do with it?" Emily smiled warmly. "You called Ethan your little brother. That makes you like a daughter to me. Please take it." The girl hesitated but eventually accepted the bracelet, her hands trembling. "Thank you," she whispered, her voice filled with emotion. As this touching moment unfolded, Kevin stood silently, watching the exchange. He felt a wave of realization wash over him. Without a word, he took out his phone and dialed a number. "Hey, Matt," he said to his older brother, "about that storefront we've been arguing over. You can keep the larger one. I'll manage with the smaller one." Matt's stunned voice came through the line. "Are you serious? You've been fighting for that store for years." Kevin sighed. "Yeah, but I just realized something. In relationships, it's not about winning or losing. It's about love, understanding, and making things right." As Kevin hung up, Emily looked at him with pride and love in her eyes. "That was a big step," she said. Kevin nodded. "Sometimes the smallest gestures can remind us of what truly matters." The family drove away from the stand, their hearts lighter and their spirits lifted. Ethan hugged the watermelon tightly, his face glowing with happiness. The girl waved goodbye, her new bracelet glinting in the sunlight, a symbol of kindness and connection. This story reminds us that love, sacrifice, and understanding form the foundation of meaningful relationships. In our pursuit of material gains or personal victories, we often forget the importance of empathy and connection. True happiness lies in the small moments when we choose compassion over pride and generosity over self-interest. If you've ever experienced similar stories in your life, don't hesitate to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. We would love to hear your story.